We took many years ago, when I said to you we would never grow old. Messages I've saved that I never sent, cause I don't know you, but I used to back then. I remember that I was drunk out my mind when we kissed for the first time. In the back of your car we passed out counting stars. Promised all these years we'd pack our things and disappear. I never thought I would see you here after all this time. Found yourself away out of this small town. Got a place at school you didn't hang around. Every day you're far away, these streets don't feel the same. Everywhere is painted with your name. I remember that I was drunk out my mind when we kissed for the first time. In the back of your car we passed out counting stars. Promised all these years we'd pack our things and disappear. I never thought I would see you here after all this time. I remember that I was drunk on my mind when we kissed for the first time. In the back of your car we passed out counting stars. Promised all these years we'd pack our things and disappear. I never thought I would see you here.
Whoops, 1 second. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me for afternoon tea. Good to see you all. Today is October 28th, 2024, 11:54 a.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Bonjour. Happy birthday, Serenity. Someone said they were in the emergency room. I can't remember who it was. Hope you are okay. Hello, my sweeties. Good to see you all. Thank you for joining me for afternoon tea. Some things I want to get to here shortly. Marlena messaged me right before I went live, and I was like, oh, really? So I haven't watched it yet, but I'm going to show you guys in a moment. Please hit that thumbs up button if you haven't yet already. Would be very grateful if you would. Hello, Sophia Petrello. I love Sophia. Hello, Drew. Millie, so good to see you. Riley, Stephanie, Serenity, Suzanne, YouTuber Drew SL, Savvy, Written in the Stars, Robin, Drew, Trishy, Morgan, Shining Star, SL, Riley's Nana, Serenity, Cat B, Robin, good to see you all. Thank you all so much for joining me. Pebbles, Tina, Kim, Black Skies, Fine Summer, is it Agatha or Agatha? Love, love, love. Knowing Samantha, good morning. Mini Panthers, Robin. Hello, bonjour, oui, oui. Speaking of emergency, I almost cut the top of my finger off the other day. Got 3 stitches. Ooh, écolé. That's not good. Not good. Hey, Pebbles. Hello. Casey, good morning, bonjour, or afternoon, wherever you are. You said it right. Oh, good. Is it Igatha or you pronounce it Agatha? You know, these days, your name can be Sarah and you'll spell it Sarajquxyz, and that's how you spell Sarah. They're like, it's Sarah. I'm like, okay, cool. Whatever. It works. It works. Tropicana. Hello. So I just go with it. I'm just like, how do I say your name? Brandon's World. Hello. Tara Bonnie. Hello. I'm currently tending a thumb wound from this morning. Okay, I get that. You get that. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Cool. Do we know the details of Leonardo being found? No. Don't know it, but I do want to tell you guys that was one thing that I was going to go through, that Leonardo has been found. He was found safe. Praise the Lord, and pass the ammunition. He has been found safe. Thank you. Oh, busy mom, I'm sorry. Bliss, seashell, serenity there. So glad. No longer missing, found, safe, and sound. From what I understand, good morning, Truth Sleuth, Drew. Good morning, Serenity, Passion Flower, found safe. From what I understand at this point, the woman allegedly that took that picture called and said, he's okay. Police, I guess, found him, got in touch, and he is safe, which is, he apparently had some sort of phone. His whole disappearance is still suspect to me. I guess he was doing it. I mean, you got to think about it. He's been missing for 9 days. I wonder who he was going to see. I don't know. Yeah, me too, Tara. Me too. So I don't know if he was just around roaming Austin. What made him go? But you should be, in today's world, you should be able to track down. At least from the very beginning, they knew that he got on this bus and that he went to the airport. All of that checked out. Oh, I'm sure they're going to go through they are going through all of that. The FBI was on it. So there's that. Now, if he did have to go and see the Comic-Con or something similar, I hope his parents still take him. Maybe why he went. But it's not until like November 7th or something. Still, 10, 11 days away, close to 2 weeks. Rich's parents are elated. And I'm sure they just want to know why. So there's that. So what I want to show you is Leilani Simon's defense attorney talks about verdict. This was uploaded an hour ago by Court TV. And I need to put this in my link. Oops. One sec. Put this in my link before I do that. Okay. So here we go. Holly, thank you so much, my dear. That's so sweet of you. Appreciate you. Thank you, my love. Hello, James. Good to see you. Aaron, hi. Holly, yes. Bonjour. So this may trigger some of us. From what I understand, it's probably going to trigger some of us. So, trigger warning. What's wrong with Stephanie? What's wrong with Stephanie? Hold on. I don't understand. Shocked at what? I haven't seen it yet. I've not seen this yet. So we're going to listen to it together. What's up with Stephanie? Can someone tell me? I thought she was at the emergency room. Hello, guidance. Good morning. Riley's Nana. He had shoes.
Time this morning, 2 years after the body of her 20-month-old son, Quentin, was found in a nearby landfill. A jury convicted Simon of all 19 charges brought against her in connection to the child's death. Let's take a quick look back at the moment where the verdict was read.
As to the verdict, it reads as follows. We, the jury, find as follows: malice murder. We find the defendant guilty. Count 2, felony murder. We find the defendant guilty. In count 19, making a false statement, we find the defendant guilty.
Joining us now, we're so pleased to welcome in a very special guest, the lead attorney for Leilani Simon, Martin Hilliard.
Okay.
Good morning.
So this is Needle Nose. And I got to say, I got to give it to him. He did as good of a job as anyone could do with what they had. That attorney is crazy to say he was shocked. I think he's just being a good defense attorney, to be honest with you.
Martin, thank you so much for coming on the program.
Good morning, Ms. Grant.
So tell us, I understand that you did talk with your client, Ms. Simon, over the weekend. Any updates you can share with us on her?
I mean, she's obviously disappointed in the verdict. I mean, we haven't gotten a sentencing date yet. As I do with all cases, she's going to appeal and file a motion for a new trial. So, I mean, it was a shock, as it would be for anyone.
Sure. What about her other 2 children? Can you speak to what's going to happen with them now?
Listen to this.
My understanding is her mother has custody of those children.
What the What?
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
This is what Marlena was like. I hope he's wrong.
and is her mother.
Listen.
Can you speak to what's going to happen with them now?
My understanding is her mother has custody of those children, and
Custody?
Here we go again.
Seriously? Like, what is that my alarm? Is that sorry, I hear an alarm outside. I don't know if it's mine. It is. There it is. Sorry. Why does she have custody of them?
Here we go again.
I pray he's wrong too.
there's a defects case going on with that, and my understanding is that's still working its way through the court system. So
Okay. Gotcha.
that's all I really know about that.
Sure. No, understood. Let's talk a little bit about her decision not to testify. Certainly acknowledging, that is her right. The jury could not hold that against her. Of course, a lot of people was, very curious about what she may say if she would get up there. Let's take a look back together at that moment.
I've been given plenty of time by my attorneys, notified weeks ago about this.
Do you need any time to talk with him in private about this?
No, ma'am.
All right. And so do you personally wish to testify or not?
I do not.
Martin, were you at all surprised at her decision not wanting to testify, or did you think that she might?
No, I was fairly certain she wasn't going to testify. It's something that we discussed at length leading up to it. There was a question about the manner and method.
I mean, she better not testify. They would have chewed her up. I would have personally loved to have seen that. Can you explain, how you drove across town and we have you on camera at this trailer park throwing your child in a dumpster and you're shocked that there's a guilty verdict? Okay. Hey, I see you, darling. Good to see you. Oh, Tina, I think Quentin looks exactly like her. I mean, I think the spitting image of Leilani. I mean, Quentin, he was so stinking cute.
In which Quentin died, and we knew the state was going to make a big deal about the statements that were made during the investigation.
Because they're a big deal. They're certainly a big deal.
And she ultimately decided that she just didn't want to add to anything more to the state's case and chose not to testify.
Sure. Certainly a smart decision that she made there. A lot of people, of course, just wanting to hear from her, but not the best thing legally, as you know, Martin. You mentioned some of the statements that could kind of come back, to haunt her, so to speak, if she were to get up there. During one of the interrogations, she seemed to concede that if she did something to baby Quentin, if she would take responsibility if that was the case. Let's look back at that moment.
God, the way she cries annoys me. I'm sorry. The way she cries annoys me. If I did this, I think I'm good.
Martin, would you speak?
What the hell is wrong with her? She's clearly on mathematics.
To this piece of evidence, please, because Many could watch this and interpret it as perhaps an admission of guilt there.
Well, that's how the state definitely tried to play it. The reality of it was, though, is that was part of, she made a number of statements, and that particular statement was later in the investigation and after a lot of poking and prodding by the state. So if it was really just, if I did anything, I would take responsibility for it, but it wasn't really a concession. I know it seemed that way, and taking the extra out, you know, that's the way it would seem. But you know, her position was, is she said that she would take responsibility if she did in fact do anything, and that was much of.
Why isn't she crying like that? There, I mean, she's just like
A piece of a much bigger, longer interrogation.
Gotcha. Martin, if we could talk about Daniel Youngkin. He became a really key witness for the state, as you know, even claiming that Leilani told him at one point to make some false statements to investigators. We have a look back at that clip. Let's watch it now.
Do you remember telling him that when you woke up at 3 a.m. that Leilani was asleep?
No. Well, if I did, then that's probably something she told me to say.
Okay.
Oh, don't look stupid.
You remember telling her Quentin was okay at 3 o'clock?
Probably based on what she told me to say.
Martin, how key to the state's case was Daniel Youngkin in your view?
I think he was a key witness for the state. I don't think he came across as likable as they would like him to. To be quite frank, the evidence was that he was in the room, he was high, he'd been doing drugs, the other children were in the room as well. And I mean, if it wasn't Leilani, it had to be him. And honestly, I'm still not convinced that either one of them did anything to Quentin.
You are such a fucking idiot, dude. In my opinion. You're not convinced either. Well, then please tell me how the child ended up dead and across town and lied about it. Please tell me. Oh my God. What the hell's wrong with my camera? And I broke everything. There we go. Yeah. Unbelievable. If it was anyone, it was him, but I'm still not convinced either one did anything. So why did she just... You have her driving there, lying about Oragel over and over and over and over again. That's right, Miss Margaret. Like, what the hell do you... I mean, she's a murderer. Period.
I understand the jury's verdict and we have to accept it for what it is, but there was just other evidence. But he was definitely key to them securing a conviction.
What do you mean? There's other evidence?
That's for sure.
So tell me, what other evidence are you referencing, Martin?
Well, I mean, when the police officers first responded on October, there was vomit, an overwhelming smell of vomit, according to Sergeant Stewart in that room. And there was vomit in the pack and play. I referenced it in my closings. It came out through Detective Lemons. It came out through Sergeant Stewart. And the one concerning thing for me was, Mr. Youngkin never one time mentioned that. It doesn't necessarily indicate foul play, which is what I had said. If we have
just because there's vomit, that doesn't mean, to me, it just is more evidence that she beat this child to death. Yes, it can be from a head injury. It can be from internal injuries, right? Your liver and your intestines and all that gets.
Have to offer a theory. There are other theories other than something was done to Quentin. But it was important for the state to have Danny testify in the manner and method in which he did, and he was more than happy to do it, as you know from him doing the hotel audio and video recording and the wiretap.
So, Martin, what's your theory on what happened to baby Quentin?
It's exactly what I said in my closing. I honestly believe that these two were doing drugs, that the baby either got hold of the drugs or had some sort of other medical emergency. And no offense, drug addicts are gonna drug addict, and they, one and or both of them, may have done something to cover it up. But again,
that's still murder. I don't know what you're trying to fix here. It's still murder. And it's still, they hid the fact. She hid the fact. Danny went to work.
It's a theory, you know. It's just as good a theory as, you know, for no reason she killed her baby. Like I said,
no, she obviously did it for a reason. She was pissed at the world. She admitted that the Coca-Cola made her very aggressive. She was mad at Danny. Not enough attention on her. She had just moved. A lot of things where she was supposed to be getting kicked out of the house, fighting with everyone. And I have a feeling baby Quentin was tired that night. He was probably hungry. And you didn't want to hear him.
we respect the jury's verdict, but the reality of it is there's just as much evidence one way as there is the other of how Quentin Simon died.
It's all about the advocacy, as you know, and you had very tough facts to contend with on this one, and did a fine job representing Ms. Simon. Attorney Martin Hilliard, thank you for your time. Thank you for coming on the program today. We hope to see you again sometime.
Thank you very much, Ms. Grant.
I'll give him that. I mean, to be honest with you, no matter how much he pisses me off, he's doing what he's supposed to do. You know what I mean? I mean, that's what he's supposed to do. So he's doing what he's supposed to do. And I think he did as good a job as anyone could do. The jurors got it right. No, Danny's not involved. Danny's not involved at all. At all. Everyone, babysitter and all of them, they always said that Danny loved, you know, that they would, a lot of times the kids would cry when they had to go with Leilani, but when Danny picked them up, they wouldn't cry. Yeah, he was as effective as they could have done. But, you know, 19 counts. That's guilty on all of them. Leilani did not conceive her children with love. She's a trap mama who has kids to keep engaged with her lovers. Wow, Letitia, that's very well stated. Very well stated. She did not. It was apparent, and it was one of those things that she didn't keep really, Miss Margaret, like a trap house, a trap mama. Kind of like a hoe in a trap house. You know what I mean? What did I miss? Did I miss it when he left? Did he take Sky with him? This attorney, that's what we're kind of talking about. This attorney is saying that Billy Jaw has the kids. Justin, I can't. Well, I mean, that's what it is, right? That's what it is. Like trap music erratics, neurotic mathematics. Didn't she use birth control? No. That's a pill crack hoes generally don't like to take. That's one that they generally don't take. Is what it is. Danny wasn't mean or violent, just drinking and rugging. Yeah, I mean, Danny, he looks like he's, doing good. I thought they were saying a tramp. Well, yeah, that's a tramp. Billy John. I remember that was said back then. Yeah. I mean, they all like the Coca-Cola. Yeah, he looks clean now. He was real skinny back then. Real skinny. But they all like the Coca-Cola. And that's how Billy paid for, or not Billy, Leilani paid for it. She called the guy up and she flipped it and reversed it for him. Pebbles, I can't imagine. Like, I don't think Quentin would be gone today if this had been, if Billy would have followed directions, not allowed Leilani to be in that house with those kids. She was open for business way too much. Yeah. Maybe I can help. I don't know, right? Like, I just don't know how I feel about that. Because to me, it felt like they took them away from Leilani, and she said she was going to, she got temporary custody, but nothing changed. And the thing is, if she kicked Leilani out, who was going to take the kids? And if it was the babysitter, that means she would have them 24 hours a day. So why didn't she just foster care them? You know what I mean? Because she was out weeks at a time. They always say how when you leave somebody, you always doing good or looking better. And I think Danny is doing good and looking much better than doing good and looking much better. Oh, I think he does too. I'm going to put this as nice as I can. Leilani was flat backing. Oh, I've never heard the term flat backing. So she could get her rugs and didn't care who she hurt in the process. Yes. We call that a Krakow horo. Yes, that's what we call that, a Krakow horo. She didn't. The clock change is messing with my brain. It hasn't changed yet. The time doesn't change till like the 3rd or the 5th. How could they even consider her having custody when one died on her watch due to the decisions to leave with the mother was taken from? I don't know. We read those papers the other day. No, time change. It doesn't change till November. I knew I see you would know. November 3rd. That's when we get to sleep an hour later, but then it also gets dark at 3:30 in the afternoon. Great. I like sleeping an hour longer, but I don't like it getting dark at 3:30 in the afternoon. Bonjour, troopers. Lovely. Don't like that at all. Yeah, we read where Leilani and all of them, where they took the kids. Not very cool. Oh, guys, I got it in the car. I'll give it to you guys this evening. I got a P.O. box. So you guys, if you want to send something, I got the P.O. box. If you send something, just don't send anything perishable, because it's like an hour and a half away from me, and I only get to check it once a week on the way to when I have to do a trip for my work. So that's the only thing. At least pretty lights will be put up elsewhere. I don't mind. Yeah. I'll have that this evening as well for the monkey shower. Just because we have an endless summer, then 2 seconds. No, Trishy, we don't have an endless summer. No. We don't have an endless summer. We have 6 months of winter and 6 months of heat. Me too, Miss Margaret. Me too. They have not yet. Yes, no hush puppies. No hush puppies. Trishy. Justin, was it on here last night where the neighbor called in saying that they saw 3 people coming out of the Proudfit's home allegedly? That was the other night, and I personally think she was a little bit in her feelings that night. But she went. I was in Brittany's, and I was telling Brittany, to not play it because I can't confirm that, but She stands by her words. For a pearly show. You should make an Amazon. I'm making one. I'll have it done today. What if it's true allegedly? It could be. But I really want to speak to her behind the scenes. She might know something I don't. I miss Silver. What happened? It wasn't Silver. She said he was wrapped in a sheet, a mattress pad, in my opinion, so I feel. I mean, I personally think, there's going to be a mattress cover on his bed if he's the type of person that pees the bed. Oh, he did. What did he say? Now, but here's the thing, some people don't agree with me. I believe the audio. Because there are people that I've been trying to get in touch with that they will not contact me back about it. They won't contact me back about it. And I don't think that it was supposed to be out either. Yeah, I sent it to Guidance. She did kind of what she hears in it. I hear some of the things she hears in it, but I also hear things differently. But in my opinion, it sounds like two people's voices I've heard before. And in that audio, there is someone, in my opinion, sounds like they are struggling for air. Hey, DJ. Yeah, she was. Oh my God, Drew. Thank you so much, my dear. Oops, where is this? There we go. Thank you so much. I've been trying to get my memberships up on this one. Thank you so much for gifting 5 sweet teas. Really do appreciate you, my love. If you received one of those, make sure you give our sweet Drew a big thank you, my loves. Thank you so very, very much. Very sweet. I have custody of my grandson. Have had since birth. I have to supervise all contact the parents. Can't even take him to the local shop. I'm not losing my grandson, so stick to the rules 100%. Yes. Yeah. Audio regarding who? There's audio that was in a local chat, a Facebook thing, and when you download it all in this little inconspicuous file that a ton of us looked over, and you click on that file and then you hear some very, very faint voices. Well, she was. Can someone drop iPhone link? Of course, Holly. Thank you, my dear. And yes, thank God, Shirley. Thank God. We were just talking about that a minute ago. Well, the audio, I mean, people's like, oh, it's a, what do they call it? That some of the psychics use or whatever. Avoid, what are they called? I can't even remember what they're called. Justin is if they're hiding the audio. Well, Holly, the thing is, they're not. No. I don't want you to think this. Nobody's hiding. Yeah, spirit box. Yeah, it's not a spirit box because spirit boxes don't talk to each other. They don't respond to each other. And it took a lot of overlapping it to actually you could hear something, and then once you overlap it, you can hear it a lot better. But Holly, it has been turned in. I know that much. I mean, I think they are ICU. I think they're BS. 1 second. Guys, give me just 1 second. I've got to do something. Give me a second. Give me 30 more seconds. Sorry. Sorry about that. I apologize. I had to. Sorry. Yeah, I'm taking a drink of Pepsi. My okay, Justin, can you recap the monkey happenings? Monkey shower. Did you find your new baby? If so, when do you get her? So, DJ, I am getting a monkey, allegedly, on the 11th of November. I am going to be driving a long ass way to get her. You guys can keep me company. We're going to have a monkey shower. You guys asked me to do a monkey shower wish list. So I'm doing a monkey shower wish list. I also have a P.O. box, and I'll have that done. I already have it done, but I'll give you the number today. It's in my car right now. I should have went out. I was just downstairs. I was just downstairs. I should have ran out and got it. And yeah, so we're going to name her Pearl. But I need something else to go with Pearl. November 11th is Remembrance Day here in Australia. What's Remembrance Day, YouTuber? Just in time for the monkey shower. Yes, it's an 11.5 hour one-way monkey trip. Monkey trip. That sounds like a bad trip. Mini Pearl. No, I don't want to do Mini Pearl. I am naming her Pearl. I thought about Ruby Pearl. I thought about Rose Pearl. I hate the name Justine, to be honest with you. I hate the name Justine. I don't hate it, but I just don't like the name Justine. Pearl Jam. There we go. Pearl Essence. I like that. Pearl May. I love that. Pearly Gates. I'm just kidding. Ooh, I like Lady Pearl. I like Lady Pearl. Yes, I said Pearl Rose a minute ago. I like Pearl Rose. I like Lady Pearl. Mother of Pearls. Missy Pearl. I like that. Opal Pearl. Pearl Ivory. Pearl Star. I'm a Pearl. I'm a Pearl. Yeah. Yeah. Jada Pearl. Love that. Love Jada Pearl. Princess Pearl. Like that. Pearl Peony. Love that. Pearl Rosalie. Rosalita. I had a Daisy May dog once upon a time that I kind of like a foster care thingy that I did with dog. Yes, a few dogs actually. Lexi Pearl, love that. Lady Pearl, like Lady Diana. Pearl Sonia. Princess Pearl. Justice Pearl. Ooh. Ebony Pearl. Love that. Pearly. Love that. Ooh, I love that. Pearly. Really like that. Love that. Pearly. Magnolia Pearl. Like that. Ada Pearl. Love that. PI Pearl. Pearl Bunny. Ivory Pearl. Ruby Pearl. Pearlette. Perlette. Sweet Tea Pearl. Penelope Pearl. Pearly Queen. Princess or Precious Pearl. Glam Pearl. Pearl Strand. Like that. Rebel with Shizus. That doesn't got pearl in it. Perlite. That's what I put in my flowers. Perlite. I like Iris Pearl. Rosy Pearl. Piper Pearl. Violet Pearl. Name her Sky. I like Penelope. Love Penelope. Pearly May. That's beautiful. I think the one I liked the most so far, which one was it? Y'all made some really good ones though. What was the one that I said I really like? See, I got the memory of a goldfish. Mother of Pearls, Pearl Glia. Where was it? I like Peony Pearl. I like Lexi Pearl. Pearly. Love that. Chiquita Pearl Bonita. Chiquita Pearl Bonita. You're so funny. Y'all are so damn funny sometimes. Pearl of the Clutch. Damn, I don't remember which one I like the most. Where was that one? Now it's gonna bother me. Don't have a jungle nursery yet. Thank you, my dear. I like Ruby Pearl. I had an Aunt Ruby though. Pearl Jean, Pearl Jam. I like Miss Pearl too. Where was that one? Lady Pearl. Lady Pearl Rose. What was that one, guys? I'm trying to go back and look. MIA Pearl, that's funny. Justy's Pearl. Pearly Marie. Pearl Strand. Love that one as well. Piper Pearl. Violet. Petunia Pearl. Pearl Blue. It's the rarest pearl. Diamond Pearl. Gemma Pearl. Ruby Pearl. I guess I'll know. Pearly. That's what it was. Pearly. Yes. I'm going to take a screenshot of that. So I'll remember. That sounds like a monkey's name, Keisha Pearl. Pearly May. Aw. Pearl Poppy. Pearly Sue. You know, Thelma, I was driving today and I was thinking Rue Pearl. Swear to God. Swear on everything I love. I swear on everything I love. I was thinking about that. Rue Pearl. That is so bizarre. You said that. Wow. Sachet Shante. Where there you go. That's so weird that you said that. Rue Pearl. Pearly Shells. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But if I name her like Avery Pearl or something like that, I mean, she's, you know, my daughter is going to be a lady of color. So I'm not sure if Avery really works. You know, just saying. You should spell it Rue like Rue McClanahan. Lacey Pearl, Amber Pearl, Opal Pearl. Hold on. Harriet Pearl. that might work. Harriet Pearl, Precious Pearl, Ocean Pearl, Misty Pearl. There is like black and gray pearls, isn't there? I like June Pearl. I want to love like. What kind of monkey? I'm getting a spider monkey. Who did, James? Who had a clean pet scan? I like Ebony Pearl. Yes. Precious Pearl. Pearl T. Thank the good Lord. Thank God. Thank the good Lord. Praise the Lord. Sent you a text about names, but I'm Latina, so I live Latina. I sent you pics. She does not. Okay. Like sheriff's office isn't missing a child. What the hell? What's this? Oh. Sumner County is putting out their pumpkin Which one? They want us to vote. Ooh, I like Percy. I love the name Percy. Love the name Percy. Love the name. Cancer is something that is, it sucks. I like Ember Pearl. I like that. But I would kind of like to make up a name, maybe with not even Pearl in it. Jasmine Pearl. Thank you, Art Taylor. I like Ember too. Ember Lou Pearl. How about that? Ember Lou Pearl. She'll be like, that's creative. That's probably the share, or what's his faces. What's his name? What's his name? We are naming my primate, Dana. My non-human primate. My monkey. Spiffy Pearl. Ruthie Pearl, like Ruthie. Ziva Pearl. Diva Pearl. Adriana. Angel Pearl. I said Diva Pearl. No, Lisa. Paisley Pearl. I like Paisley. Forever Pearl. Pumpkin Pearl. Penny Pearl. Emberly Pearl. I like that. Troopers. You know, Sky Pearl. I don't know. You know, there's some names that just resonate to you, and there's just some names that don't. What's if you could pick one name when you hear the name you just don't like? You just don't like. Either male or female. I like Gabby Pearl. Oh, I like Flossie. Christopher. Kim. Leilani. I mean, seriously, like what's Dick or Richard. My son didn't have a name for a few days. I remember that. I don't like the name Clyde. I don't like the name Bill either, to be honest with you. Bertha. Rhythm Pearl. I like that. You don't like Ruth? See, I like Ruth. I don't like Clyde either. I just don't like the word. You don't like the word the name Bianca? Keith. Chad. Jane. I like Jane. sometimes you have to meet them for, yeah, exactly. I mean, it's, it's, I'm just saying, like, the first thought you get. I like the name Cassie. I don't like the name Justine. We have a Justine that comes in here. I love her. And I know another Justine, love her. But I just don't like the name Justine. And it's probably because I was called Justine, to be honest with you. I go through the drive-thru, they're like, yes, ma'am. It'll be 6:42. Turn around. Yes, ma'am. I'm like, no problem. I get to the window, they're like, oh, sorry. I'm like, oh, you're good, girl. Don't worry. Don't worry. Simba. First thought was Minnie Pearl. Gertrude. I see a lot of Gertrudes in here. I like Margot. Ruthie Ann Pearl. You like Pollyanna? Mocha. Dolly Pearl. Can we ask Danny if he or his family has Sky? I'll find out. I had a money comfort toy named. What's a money comfort toy? Like a monkey, you mean? Monkey? Chickaboo? Oh, that's cute. I still say Drew. I like Mango Pearl too. I like Truly Pearl. Some of y'all have got some really good names. Pippin. Like Pippi Longstocking. Remember Pippi Longstocking? Pearl T. I knew a woman named T, one of the greatest human beings I have ever met in this life, and one of the most influential women of my childhood by far. Her name was T. Loved her. Classy. God, the woman was classy. Just elegant. I had a dog named Macy. I can't do Macy. I love Macy. Spring Pearl, Lily Pearl, Sassy Pearl. So I'm getting a spider monkey. Here we go. Let me see here. Our Life Adventures. I love Our Life Adventures. Let me give you guys the link to them. If you guys ever want to watch them on your own, I highly suggest it. They're on YouTube as well, but they do more postings on Facebook.
Now that we have 8 of them, we're kind of doing things a little bit differently. It just makes things easier. Makes it harder for us, but easier for them.
Yeah. She won't eat like this.
Nope.
Let me turn it over.
Froggy's the same way. Froggy just got through eating too.
All right, let's try it normal for one time.
She turns her head over. Say that's her normal.
Everybody's,
right, Lucy.
Everybody's different.
This is Lucy.
Oh, that's a happy noise.
Stuff.
That's a happy noise.
And she was happy.
We got light issues, Kevin. We got a light up there flickering.
Well, that's mostly rooster.
No, that's a light bulb flickering.
This is monkey. I think this is monkey chow that they make them. They have their entire, well, not their entire house. They have, I guess half of their house. Bigger. Did you have a spider, April?
Yeah, it's snack time. Show them what we're snacking on.
Hang on, let them. I'll get them one.
Oh, Lord. We got dill pickle, crinkle cut chips, and pistachios
And dates.
and dates. This is just a snack if you don't let them have the whole bag. We had a follower send them the pickled chips and some pickled cashews too. And as you can see, it's a hit.
Alabama troopers.
Is it good, Lucy? Bertie says them dill pickle chips are good.
Rogie, what do you think?
They got him a pistachio. Now, obviously, we don't give them chips a lot,
Obviously, we're gonna have pistachios in the crack of my hind end when I wake up in the morning.
but
Darn.
every now and then's okay.
Y'all getting
No.
these things everywhere.
No, Our Life Adventures, they're from Tennessee. They live in Tennessee. No, Alabama. Do they potty train? Some can, but it's pretty much diapers for 40 years.
Woke up one morning with a piece of lettuce stuck to my cheek. Not my face cheek.
TMJ.
No, it was TMI, you moron.
TMJ.
Too much junk.
Information.
Pretty much all primates, they sleep about 9 hours, just like us. Just like us.
Y'all don't make too bad a mess.
Even little crickets eating a piece of a
Ooh, I
chip.
love Stella Pearl.
Are you just licking off that pickle?
Who got strangled?
Think, Bella.
Bella, did you get choked?
What do you mean, Lacey?
All right, put the chips up. That's
You
probably
can
enough
still,
for the chips.
All right.
Now we just need the dates and the pistachios. Here, let me see. You're not going to hog the bowl, mister.
They have 2 capuchins. They have a farm. They have camels. They used to breed golden doodles.
Good job, eating so fast.
I was hungry.
Yes, sir.
Hard.
Good
Heard little
bless.
noises.
Mm,
Me too.
look at them little eyes. How sweet.
Very intelligent.
I see. Oh, you got to hang on to my finger. I see. Okay. You can
This
do
is
that.
Mama. She helps
Yeah,
out.
it's okay. Yeah. You're a good girl.
Allie.
Are you a good girl? Are you a
I know
good
nobody.
girl? I know. I've never seen nothing like
Very
it. You're
nice.
so hungry.
This is a capuchin.
Do you burp 'em? Oh.
Now, capuchins, monkeys get into everything. Everything. But capuchins get into everything. Spider monkeys only have 4 fingers. They don't have 5. Right? So they don't open as much. as the capuchins, they are in everything. They're way more high energy.
She burps herself.
Now this is the baby spider. This is very similar to what my little girl will look like.
And now it's Cricket's turn. That little hand holding it, trying to hold it already. Okay, now me Cricket.
Your cats do? Jill?
I'm glad they changed Rex's eye for
Dang.
It was supposed to do.
Mama, I thought y'all needed to know about Rex's eye appointment.
Have you damn, what are they? Oh, 1 second. I love watching them getting a bag.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. Watch this.
You gonna use soap? Oh Lord. You just squirted it out. Here, don't lick it and eat it. Clean up. There you go. There you go. Clean the counter. Clean the counter. Get it good and clean. No, we're not messing with the soap again. There you go.
They clean.
You getting back in? Come down here.
Let me show you this.
Now what are you doing up there, Missy? Come here. Come on this side. Look here. Here's your rag.
We'll get back to that in a second, but let me show you something. These gibbons, these are so funny. I think they're so funny to watch them walk, these gibbons. They're different. Watch it. That's a gibbon. That's called a gibbon. They hang for the diaper change, yeah. Wouldn't that be like that's gibbon making sound? Hold on, let me see if I can find it making a sound. There's the blonde gibbons, and then there's I saw this one. This is funny. Watch this. I wish we lived in a place that was like that exotic. They're so lucky. Let me see here. They're so funny. But here it is. Here it is. Nope. That's so freaking funny. Sharon, yes, people do. Yes, they sure do. I know. Yeah. I'd go anywhere in South America. That's so funny. Hello. Hope you're having a good day, Heather. Monkey just I just teamed in. Yes. I'm getting a monkey, yes. What's wrong, Gypsy? Nope. Tina, yes. Monkeys can eat chocolate. Yes. Monkeys can eat everything you and I can eat. Everything you and I can. And said a trucker came in with the monkey with the diaper on. It's very sweet. The gibbons, they're just funny as heck.
Wash them walls down and floors. It ain't a floor to you, is it? Not the soap. You want him to pick it?
That's a new baby. The sound they're giving.
That's a toy. That's not what you might think it is. It's a little army soldier toy. Getting too hot there?
I think they had like 3 of them, and they said, we're not getting any more. And then they got another one. And then they got another one. And then they got 2 more recently. My scoliosis surgery has been the 3rd time. Oh, shell. Of course. You're having surgery tomorrow? Of course, Shell. Of course, honey. That's Pearl Divine. Love it. To pull my brother up a tree with him, but they are so funny. My friends tried to pull my brother up a tree with him by the hair. Oh, Lord. Of course, darling. Of course. The cats I got from a hurricane said it would never again, and when a stray showed up, what can they do? Yeah. These I think the last 3 or 4 of them, they adopted them because for whatever reason. This is grandma.
Mama got sent monkey.
This is how you.
What are you gonna name your monkey? Somebody that's wanting to come get the camera.
This
I'm
is
gonna
how
show Mama
they
once, and then
diaper the monkey.
we're gonna see what she can do. And I'll show you guys too, in case somebody else is needing to know. But y'all watched me before, and I always hold the monkeys to me. I use their tail. So you put the front in the back. So you put it about 2 inches above their tail, like so. And then I always grab this side first because it's just my right side. And I go under their leg, grab the tab, come up here and fold this so it's not all in the way.
EMF.
Then I come over here and grab this tab and come up here and I go on and latch it around. And this is called the tail wrap method. So then I just fold this all under and see how it's all nice and neat and wrapped around the tail right there.
See that.
And then I go on and latch this side.
Well, I'll be doggone.
And then there you have the tail wrap.
Is that not adorable?
And there you got a good little monkey, Marsha.
Marsha.
Marsha the monkey. Marsha the monkey. I want to show you how this is so cute. Look at this. My girl will be a little smaller than this. I'm going to have to. Where's my deer? Let's see.
It's just so sweet to
Oh,
watch her lay on
Mabel
her
is a
back and
cute
play
name.
with her little hands and feet. Cricket. Cricket. Do you know your name? Do you know your name?
I love the name Mabel.
Hi. Are you chewing on your tail? You trying to figure out what that thing does? You watching TV?
She's watching TV.
You watching some TV?
Like, don't bother me.
You're just too cute.
Yeah, whispering.
You know it?
They are, but they're kind of bigger now, so they kind of roll their eyes too. So
You just got that tail going, ain't you?
he's so cute.
Cricket. Cricket.
They have a not a motorhome, but like a camper, and they customized it as well.
We're officially camping, and I don't wear clothes when we're camping. So I had to get this cover to cover up. Or after dark, for that matter. If it gets dark, I'm naked. I let it all air out.
Really?
And I ain't talking about the laundry.
Oh, God.
We got some more names tonight. I didn't get 4 of them last night, so I'll get the other 4 tonight.
They usually
Bear is better known around all of his
Hang
friends.
on a minute first. Let's tell him why he's on a leash tonight.
We're in the camper.
Yeah, we're in the camper, and
we're
if we
in a confined area.
And if we don't
load up
around all of his
hang
friends.
on a minute first. Let's tell him why he's on a leash tonight.
We're in the camper.
Yeah, we're in the camper, and
we're
if
in
we
a confined
you see how they put all that they got it barred off, I guess, so they can
area.
And if we don't put his leash on, he'll be over turning the stove on every 5 seconds. Over there on the sink, turning the sink on and off every 5 seconds. So it's a long leash.
Capuchins, he's a capuchin, and they get in a lot.
But that's just how we have to.
Capuchin. That's why they have him on a leash, because capuchins get in a lot more
Do it
stuff.
here.
I'm not hungry.
So now you can tell him what his name is.
His name is Bear Cornelius Clanton. So he did go to college with a name like that. He is educated.
Their last name is Clanton, and his first the monkey, his name is Bear, and he just makes up a middle name and he tells you about him.
And he is a black cap capuchin, and he is a male. If he didn't have this diaper on, I could show you how we know it's a male, but that would be TMJ.
TMJ.
Too much junk.
Packed in his little diaper.
You got a lot of packed in here, and not just poo poo. And then Chigger here.
I can't wait to hear her middle name.
Well, she is a female capuchin, and believe it or not, at this age,
Maybe
she's got some junk showing too. Female capuchins has.
They don't have.
Not quite that. A lot smaller scale, but it does hang down like a tallywhacker.
About 40 years.
And her name, full name, is Chigger Clarice Clanton. and she is from noble descendants with a name like that. She's got a lot of highfalutin people in her family.
Mm-hmm.
So funny.
Bella, that's Rooster up on the bed up there. Froggy below, Birdie getting water. Bella, where are you at? Are you hiding on the bunk beds? There's bunk beds back up here, and I think Lucy's
she's in the tent.
Oh,
the orange tent.
Here she is. There she is.
Her full name. We named her. I'm doing this one for Cheyenne. Her name is Bella Regina Clanton.
Cheyenne Keaton.
Cheyenne Keaton likes the name Regina, so we named that one Bella Regina.
One of them had to have the name Regina, I guess.
Well, after all what we've talked about, it had to be Regina.
Okay. Who's left? Cricket.
Cricket.
Little Cricket.
Come here, Cricket. Let's
Now we're going to do a quiz, and we're going to go back and see if everybody knows their names, too.
Cricket, listen. All right.
One day. Their middle names.
This is
Look at Rooster. Hang on just a second.
Oh.
Look at Rooster up there. He's enjoying his talk.
They're on YouTube as well, but they don't upload as much on YouTube. They do more on Facebook. They do lives too.
This is Cricket.
Oh, your butt's about to show.
If that's all it shows, we're okay.
Their kids have grown up now, and they got a grandkid or two, and now they just have monkeys and stuff, and they're so funny. They don't have like a lot of people around, but they make each other laugh, and you can tell they just really love each other.
Your side cleavage is about to show.
That's called a mushroom top.
Okay.
Or a spare tire. Cricket. Cricket Eloise Clanton. Don't you snip it, Daddy.
Look at there, Froggy. Froggy is about to show.
That's called a mushroom top.
Okay.
Or a spare tire. Cricket. Cricket Eloise Clanton. Don't you snip it, Daddy.
Look at there, Froggy.
Froggy Jimbo Clanton. You better drink right side up or you'll get choked.
Bella Regina. What are you doing back there?
She loves her middle name. When we call her that, oh my goodness.
So funny. Eloise.
Sugar Clarice. Get up here.
Sugar.
Birdie Sue. And look,
Rooster Roscoe.
Lucy Marie.
Rooster Roscoe, get down from the
Rooster Roscoe. He's the boy. He's the boy spider monkey, and he loves the ladies sometimes. He's over there, and she'll play like brown chicken, brown cow music while he's over there kind of like loving on the ladies. Sometimes it's so freaking
Bear,
funny.
where you hurt yourself.
Bear Cornelius.
Benjamin. Bear. Barry Cornelius.
Bear Cornelius Clanton. Get away from that sink, boy. Come here. So Crickets was what?
Cricket
Eloise.
Eloise.
There's Lucy getting some water.
Yeah, they have chicken.
That's that damn.
Lucy Marie.
Lucy Marie.
Yeah. Bear! You little devil.
Lucy
Did you
Marie.
just open the door?
He did. Bear Cornelius.
Can't remember their name.
Ethel Pearl.
Bear had 8 kids.
I like
sorry
that.
for them. I guarantee you they got called no
Don't
telling
look,
what.
Ethel.
Just sit and think for a minute.
I did.
Does anyone remember Ray Stevens? Don't look, Ethel.
Okay.
All right. You got a ladybug on your nippy.
A ladybug on your nippy.
All right, we've got them all named. So I'm glad I'm not taking the test that y'all are going to have to take to say who's right and who's not. Some of the boats got the water on them.
Bear Cornelius. He must have been thirsty. He shocked me. let you get your drink.
Thank
All right,
you.
that's good.
All right.
Come on.
Ethel Pearl, get your clothes on.
All right, I gotta get a drink. This is for all you cougars out there. Rawr. How's you thinking? I wasn't really naked. Hey, people have been looking in our darn windows all evening.
But you really are normally.
I know.
A lot of the times we're not playing.
We're kind of in public out here.
All right, y'all have a good.
Kind of in public out here. They've got all kinds of animals.
Good. Okay, bottle time.
I love Mama. She's very sweet. She helps out with all the animals and stuff. Home free. Yes. Is he still alive, Ray Stevens, I wonder? Look, they got it all set up. They got it all set up. The Clantons are... Oh, look at that, y'all. Look at that. Tell me if that's not the cutest thing you ever seen. He's still alive. You want a Highland cow? A dog and a monkey sleeping in the hay. Yeah, Black Skies is in here. Or was in here. Or was. That's so cute. That's so cute. And they do lives just like us, but they do like.
Well, what did y'all think about learning the monkeys' middle names last night? I think tonight's finale is going to be pretty funny.
They get way up in the trees.
He said, the YouTube video says the place that he went hunting with. What was the name of it? Since the last video. Lucy. Go check on her.
I just looked at her. Look at her.
She was sitting up.
Yeah.
Lucy. She's just laying on her back, ain't she?
They're building this building right there. If they ever get sick or something and they're both in the hospital and they can't, no one's there to like change their diapers and stuff, they can go to that building and be kept. Just for it's an emergency building. Yeah, they are cute. Didn't he do the snake song? Snake song. I remember the squirrel song. The squirrel went berserk. He's 85 now. Oh my God. That's crazy. Cookie Crunch. Hello. Snake song. I don't remember a snake song. Lucy is my mama's name. Really? Same. That's funny, Gypsy. Yeah, was it today? Yeah, EMF. She was in here just a little bit ago. He sang proud to be an American at one of Trump's rallies not too long ago. Really? He used to sing America the Beautiful or something like that. Way back. I had a lot of his VHSs when I was a kid. Josie. I can't do Josie though because one of Summer Wells's brother's name was Josie. Is named Josie. 8-track tapes. Now. Come on. Think of the good things. You got to think of the good things. You got to think of the blessings, Black skies. Think of the blessings and stay positive. That's funny, but not surprising, Justin. We could probably pass for siblings ourselves, I think. Oh, no, it's okay, MJ. No. Just when I think of Josie, I think of Summer Wells' brother. By the way, I wanted to show y'all. Oh, did Nick do anything else? Let me check real quick. Oh my God, Ric Flair's stepson, Sebastian Kidder, dies by unaliving himself at 24. God. That's terrible. Carmelita. Yes. Yep. That was it. That's terrible. There was something I wanted to show you. I'm thinking about covering it. Tomorrow we're going to be covering Maya Miliete, which is a case we've covered before, but they want Marlena wants to give it some attention again. We haven't given attention in a while. I want to show y'all this. This is a little bit crazy. Take control of your urinary health. Thank you.
Thanks. A breaking news update. A multi-day search effort for a missing hiker and her dog came to a close this evening in Pickens County.
Our Kelsey O'Donnell has been closely following this story and has the latest.
After 4 days of tiresome.
Hold on.
Searching the woods and the trails near Horse Pasture Road here in Pickens County, the coroner's office confirms with us that the search for Dr. Carol Poe and her dog has come to an end.
We're able to find Miss Poe, and we were able to bring her out, and the family has closure.
Pickens County Emergency Management Director Denise Kwitek said Poe was first reported missing Tuesday evening by her husband after she went for a hike with her 2 dogs and never.
She was a doctor, and they said she went for a walk with her dogs and never returned. This is South Carolina.
Later in the week, crews said one of the dogs was found along with some of Poe's belongings. On Friday, emergency management said Poe's body was recovered a short distance from those belongings, ending their days-long search, and remarkably, her dog was okay right next to her.
We probably covered at least 50, 60 miles.
Several people we spoke to earlier in the day were concerned about the beloved doctor who had ties stretching across county lines with EMS and the hospital system.
We struggle with technology up here. There is a lot of concern.
In an area with no cell service deep beneath the trees, the search was not easy, according to Pickens County Emergency Management, who said they struggled at times to gain visuals from the air through the thick fall foliage, and while on the ground, were forced to hurdle over extreme barriers of large downed trees caused by Helene.
So we've had multiple agencies here to help us and be with us no matter what we needed.
And the help came in droves from Anderson, Greenville, and Oconee counties.
I want to
USAR
know
teams
how she
fled,
died,
and the
though.
U.S. Forestry Service as the search ended before the sun went down.
Kelsey O'Donnell, 7 News.
The Pickens County Coroner's Office just released that Dr. Poe died after falling around 40 to 50 feet into a ravine behind Camp Hannon. The manner of death is accidental.
Is it really accidental? The dog was found laying next to her, so probably. But there's a lot of missing. Something happens in October or November. It's weird. There's always a lot of things that happen this time of year. It's really bizarre. But I wanted to show you. I wonder if they found her yet. Did you see the post? The privated members only live from last. Oh no, CB, I'll do that. I'll do that, I promise. Missing 21-year-old Texas woman and her 11-month-old son vanishes in Texas. Kyle, police. Chloe Nicole Alloway. Oh, found safe. Thank God. Found safe. Praise the Lord. This is the case that which we've been doing. Oh, we've been following it, but I'm really following this one. And one second. Chanel Yonko charged in death of baby found in Galveston. One second.
New tonight, a mother is charged with capital murder in the killing of her 17-month-old toddler. The girl was found with severe injuries laying by a Galveston road around 9:45 this morning. This is a story we brought to you as breaking news. Fox 26's Abigail Dye is joining us now live, continuing our coverage on just this tragic case.
So tragic, Rashi. And we actually spoke with the man who found this little girl and made that initial call. The more details that come out in this story, the more chilling it becomes.
Never would have thought that I would come across something like this. Just heartbroken, extremely heartbroken.
Brandon Urbino was driving near Seawall Boulevard
I like
on
those.
59th when he saw something terrible outside the Beachfront Palms Hotel.
Come down the street and I seen a little kid's blanket. As I drove a little further, I could see a little curly hair. Precious, beautiful, beautiful little girl just lying there lifeless. Bleeding from her nose, had bruises.
This guy is traumatized.
That little girl, 17-month-old.
How do people do this? Look at this.
Hannah Yonko. That little girl,
Oh my
17-month-old
God.
Hannah Yonko. She was transported to UTMB Galveston, where she died.
The child perished from bodily harm, from trauma.
Police arrested Hannah's mom, 30-year-old Chanel Yonko.
What an evil witch.
Charged with capital murder. They haven't confirmed the cause of death.
That baby was thrown on the ground because there was a blood spot like where the baby's head was, and in
Oh
the
my
sand you could see like a body mark.
I wish I could have changed the outcome of it. I would have given anything to have her here with us today.
Oh my God.
Now we're still waiting on those charging documents to appear in the system. They'll have many more details and information as to exact.
She threw her from a second floor? Oh my God, my blood pressure just went up instantly. Hell is too good for him, Tina. she did that and went back to bed like Leilani. Should be. Listen, you unalive a child, like you need to be immediate death.
Actually, what Chanel is accused of here in this case. And this one, it just makes me sick to my stomach. I think I speak for all of us here at Fox 26 when I say our hearts and thoughts are with that little girl tonight. Anthony, Rashi.
It's rare to hear someone say sick to my stomach. Oh, I want to show y'all this. This is about Sebastian. This is from Hindsight. It's called The Forgotten Files.
And it's an upsetting one. Sebastian, a 15-year-old boy, autistic, was said to have walked away from his home on sometime between Sunday and Monday of last week. That would have been the 25th and 26th of February. Walked away. The family called the following morning to report that Sebastian was not there when the mother went in to wake him up to go to school. Alerted the sheriff's department. They said the law enforcement was there within 10 minutes and continued to look. There was something of a search and an effort at a manhunt that first day. It was an endangered child alert first issued by the TBI, and then it was the next day on Tuesday that they've made this an Amber Alert, which remains current now. Keep in mind, an Amber Alert means a child either was abducted or is in imminent danger of serious injury or death. At the time, they said they were going to the Amber Alert because Sebastian was missing. He was autistic. There could be some medicines. But, I personally think that all along there's been more to it than that. What is the significant shift?
Oh, 3/4/24. Does any of y'all feel like Nick was Nick Barris? Do you think he was kind of forceful in the beginning, but then he later started pulling back? Do y'all get that feeling? That's the feeling I got personally. I'm asking you guys. I feel like he was like, but is there foul play? But is there foul play? But is there foul play? And then he's like, there's no foul play. I thought that was just bizarre.
That I can fill you in on. Over the past week, I think law enforcement, private citizens, TBI, firefighters have done an incredible job of searching the area around Sumner County, around Hendersonville, around this home. It's a nice neighborhood in this home. Searching by air, by ground, bloodhounds. The word was that Sebastian
Hindsight finds everything.
And if he left, was barefoot and wandered away and vanished. I have not seen a level of search to exceed what we've seen over this past week. They have done a tremendous job. They have been organized. They have had grid searches. They've had hundreds of people out. And again, as I said, by air, bloodhounds. They've gone door to door. They've asked citizens in the area to check their sheds, any areas where a child might have gone in and possibly got locked up. They've gone looking for any Ring camera video at all. Now, how much they pick up a Ring camera in the dark, I don't know, but any Ring camera at all. A tremendous job covering every base and not a trace, nothing. The dogs picked up no scent. There is no Ring camera video showing him leaving the area. There are no witnesses. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. And that's the way it stands today. No leads. There's nothing to indicate that Sebastian is dead. There's nothing to indicate that Sebastian is alive. But one thing that I have learned in my years of covering missing persons.
Yep, I sure have that one. I need to go find. I need to search for that Mohawk. I remember the post he made, then deleted it or edited it. Justin, you have the original post. You took a screenshot of it. Yep. Yep. Sure do.
Especially when it involves a child. When a child, and Sebastian, a little older than some of them. I've covered some ones involving 5-year-olds and a little older than that. Joe Clyde Daniels comes to mind, and I may touch bases on his case in a little bit. But Sebastian is 15 years old, autistic, high functioning, verbal, but still a kid. And I was told this a long time ago by an investigator I had a lot of respect for. It's basically this, that a child does not completely just simply vanish on.
A child does not completely just simply vanish, but that's the quote best thing about it, is this 15-year-old child who has autism and is very young in mind, by the parents saying that quote, the best part about it is he's not left any evidence.
There's not a lot of respect for it. It's basically this, that a child does not completely just simply vanish on their own. It doesn't happen on their own, barring the very rare circumstance where a child maybe wanders off on his own or her own and falls into a well and no one ever checks it and they're never found and they just vanish. Or a child, is grabbed by an animal in the woods or falls into a ring. Barring the very unusual circumstance, children never vanish completely without a trace. Barring the very unusual circumstance, children never vanish completely without a trace on their own. There is always a sign, there are always breadcrumbs.
I wonder if this is deleted.
So in the absence of any of this, what was announced today is that authorities are scaling back the search. That does not mean they're going to stop. They're going to be back out there. They're going to continue. But what they termed it was, we are shifting to where this is more of an investigation. What does that mean? Okay, they have not said this publicly, but I have sources close to the investigation that tell me that not just today, but prior to today, but today especially, it's the most they hinted to it. They're shifting to where they are looking into whether or not there's evidence of foul play. And that if some of this surfaces and if there are things that come their way in the coming days, this will become a criminal investigation.
This has to be a criminal investigation. I don't even think that's not, I mean, the FBI only does crime. There is evidence of flashlight video and audio, yeah. Which we can't confirm the audio, so I can't see audio, but I believe it.
Meaning something bad happened to Sebastian. He was abducted. He's been grabbed. He's been hurt. He's been dumped, something along those lines. But the bottom line and why they come to this conclusion is they can't find a trace of him anywhere. Okay, anywhere nearby.
Yes,
which leads to the belief that someone took him from that area. He didn't have a car. He doesn't know how to ride a bus. He didn't have a cell phone with him. He was barefoot, okay? I mean, yes, the possibility exists that he is still out there somewhere, hurt, lost. I don't believe, as they say sometimes, autistic children, when they go out, they get frightened, they find a place to hide. True, I understand that. That can be a tendency, okay? I don't believe that to be the case because after, not a week, after.
Well, I'll tell you the difference. The Wells, in my opinion, were smart, and so was the people in this case, because Lori Vallow said her kids were fine and they were at her friend's house, meaning she knew where they was. Now, if your kid walks away or is abducted, you're saying that that's not on you then. That's not on you. If they do it themselves. That's the difference.
After 2 or 3 days, that autistic child, no matter how scared they are, very likely, are going to be very hungry and they're going to come out looking for something to eat. So is there a chance that maybe he's hurt somewhere, trapped somewhere, an unusual circumstance where he's fallen into a cave or something? You can't rule that out. Law enforcement's not, and they're not quitting on the search. But to have them say they've backed off is a significant development. I knew this was basically coming 2 or 3 days ago. And I can tell you, law enforcement has been considering, through all the interviews they've done, from the parents to the neighbors to the friends, keeping tabs. You know, whenever a
Boy, he's not mincing words in this one, is he? Dang. I haven't watched this all.
child, or let me give you an example. If my wife were to disappear tomorrow morning, okay, and I wake up and she's gone, and I call to report it to police, there's no evidence to link me to her disappearance, and let's say I had nothing to do with it. Doesn't matter. That instant law enforcement shows up. I am suspect number one.
Yes.
Okay. Until they clear me. I'm suspect number one. Now, we'll talk more about the parents who, for the first time, and it took them a while, but for the first time last night and then today,
I agree,
have given some interviews and have spoken out about this. And it's heartfelt, and my heart goes out to them. And we'll talk more about what they said and take some of your questions. But law enforcement has shifted this. What this means now is they will continue with a group doing searches and grid searches, but they're going to go back now and re-interview everyone. They're going to start back at
I like Nick Troopers, but I don't know why the shift. Like he is the main anchor on this story locally, and he was the one. Is there foul play? Asking. Is there foul play? But you're not ruling it out, right? Something's up here, right? He's saying, and then totally backing it out. Justin, I sent you a Gmail. Please let me know if you got it. Okay. That's what I don't care for.
the beginning. And they are going to look in these re-interviews for
I like how he covered summer and all of that. Yes, I got it. I got the email.
inconsistencies or changes in stories. And I believe a change somehow has come.
I believe
just
that.
within the past couple of days, because you'll know they put out the request asking for the public in that neighborhood to look at their Ring cameras and turn in anything they see, maybe check and see from the evening of Sunday around midnight until 6 o'clock Monday morning. Does your Ring camera show Sebastian walking down the road? Does it show anything? Do you see anything? They've asked for that. Well, yesterday, out of the blue, in a statement, they're now saying, not only that, but we're asking the public to look at their Ring cameras and surveillance for anything they might have spotted up into Sunday afternoon, hours before we believe Sebastian disappeared. And they weren't specific about what they wanted to see. On the other one, they're saying, okay, check your Ring cameras. Do you see Sebastian walking down the road in the dark in his...
They are looking for someone to see if someone was around that home.
Pajamas. Okay. Now they're saying, we're asking the public to look and see if they see anything, I assume, that's suspicious and of note from Sunday afternoon when it's daylight. What are they looking for? In part of the interview last night, Sebastian's stepfather, Chris Proudfoot, was asked that question, and apparently he's aware of that request and said he was not at this point at liberty to talk about what the daylight. What are they looking for? In part of the interview
amazing how he talks about Sunday and then he goes straight to Chris, isn't it? Very interesting.
Night, Sebastian's stepfather, Chris Proudfoot, was asked that question, and apparently he's aware of that request and said he was not at this point at liberty to talk about what that's in reference to, as though law enforcement has asked him not to talk about it. And today, law enforcement held a very brief news conference, very brief, and said very little other than the fact that they were shifting now and dialing back the search and going more toward an investigation. There were no questions asked. Had I been there, and I was watching it on streaming, but had I been there, my first question would be, what is it that has you now asking the public to start looking for video earlier in the day? And what do you want them to look for? Are we looking for strangers, someone suspicious? We don't know. But somehow, somewhere along that line, a story has changed, which leads me to believe that they're not ruling out the possibility of something being on that video leading them to what happened to Sebastian, something earlier in the day. What's that all about? A lot of things when this happens, as I said, first suspect when someone disappears is someone who's closest to them.
Boy, that's a good video. That's a good video.
And there have been several developments. Again, I've been on it from the beginning.
That's a very good video. We're gonna play that tonight. Good job, Hindsight. Make sure y'all sub up to Hindsight. I'm gonna drop the link right here in chat. It's amazing how it all cuts back. Guys, thank you all so much. Really do appreciate you. Thank you all. I love you guys. We had a big opinion. We sure did. I will be back at 6:30 this evening Eastern Standard Time. About 4.5 hours from now. Love you all. Appreciate you. Thank you for subbing to Hindsight. Love you guys. And I will see you guys this evening, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. I'll schedule that within the next hour or so. God bless each and every one of you. Bye-bye.